Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings on to the elect. All right, I just wanted to do this lesson, okay, going into the severity or the seriousness, all right, of doing the work of the Lord, and as a matter of fact, and it's not going to be a long lesson, but I want to start off with the precept here in Ezekiel. All right. Let's see. Because it's as much as it is simple, okay, it's also I guess complicated, all right, to those who are not, in it for the right reasons. You know. Now, of course there's, I mean, Israel is always going to be Israel. Now I've seen, a lot of videos being done, and I did watch the video by the elder brother. I believe his name is Karatiza. Forgive me if I got your name wrong, but from the Vegas, camp, GMS Vegas sit downs, and basically he was playing the video. You had the whole ISUPK and IUIC going back and forth, and this down the third, and it's like you got to understand what the main goal that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai set us up for. It's not. The scriptures say, man, that you're supposed to what, teach the word. So I mean, the main focus should be teaching the word, as I have here, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. So what did the Lord mean telling Ezekiel to eat the roll, meaning to what? To understand, all right, and us being in the stead of Ezekiel in today's day and age, is to understand, learn the scriptures and eat it with your mind, digest it, all right, and go and teach, go and speak unto the house of Israel, okay? And so that is our job. That's what we're supposed to go do. So when the Lord comes back, look, when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's not, the little details about this, that, and the third, that's not what he's coming for. He's coming to see, were you doing the work? The scriptures say, blessed is he who, when his Lord cometh, shall find so what? Doing. All right, meaning you're occupied in doing the work. That is the whole reason the Lord set us up. That is the whole reason. So it's not expedient to get caught up in bickering or little things here and there. There's a main, all right. There's a main task that we've been given. All right, here it is. The devil, all right, Esau Edom is getting ready to come down, all right, and he's not gonna care what camp you're from, what block, what street, what any of that. All right, he's coming and he's about, as the scriptures say, they're about to come down with great wrath. All right, a lot of people are getting into that peace and safety mindset because they it looks like things are getting back to normal again. But that sudden destruction is gonna come from the Lord, man, and there's a reason it's called sudden. Okay, and when that hits, you got to understand that the Lord is watching our every move. He's watching not only the things we do, but the things we think. Our mindset. And there are people who teach, as Paul said, teach for contention's sake. All right, and there are those who teach willingly, not by constraint, who teach with passion. Who are glad and joyous to go and preach the word of the Lord. Okay, and not everybody that teaches the word of the Lord does the Lord consider a man of the Lord, because that's why Paul said what he said. You have people that teach the word of the Lord, or teach you that you're Israelites, but at heart they don't have that, that spirit of the Lord. All right, because the Lord is looking for those that are going to worship him in sincerity and in truth, in spirit and in truth. All right, and he's looking for that, that when you look at these men of old and the things they did, okay, hey, even what's his name, Paul and Barnabas. All right, I believe it was Paul and Barnabas when they had to split. What happened? They said that it was the contention was so sharp. So what did they do? They just said, all right, you go teach, you do this, I'm gonna go here, and then that's it. And then they just kept teaching the word. They didn't go back and forth cursing each other out. And here it is, Paul's like, you a nigga, you know what I'm saying? start wilding out on Barnabas or anything like that, because they understood that, hey, at the end of the day, we got a job to do. You know, whether I'm mad at you or this, that, and the third, we still have a job to do. The Lord is still clocking us. Okay. And so the Lord is like, yo, you know, your main focus, and we have to understand the seriousness, of teaching this word. This is the work of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Like, this is the work of the Most High. So you don't want to, you don't want him to even glance and catch you slacking or catch you lacking. All right. Um, let's see. This is move on to the book of Luke, chapter 19, starting at verse 12. It says, "He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and blessed them 10 pounds and said unto them, Occupy till I come." Okay? So what are we supposed to do, being that we've been given the knowledge, we know this truth? We're supposed to occupy till the Lord comes. We're supposed to be occupied. All right? And if you are occupied in studying and learning and serving the Lord and teaching and doing what you got to do, certain things they don't even get you. They don't bother you, because it's just, all right, if this is gonna you try to get in the way of me doing the works, or trying to get in the way of hinder the word of the Lord, then I'll just find a way to avoid it. you know we got to understand that, look, we're not doing this isn't a show of man. This isn't my thing or your thing, or the apostles thing. Like, this is the Most High's work. And he has hired us, all right, to work, to be laborers. And the scriptures say that the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. So if the laborers are few and you're a laborer, you got to be putting in a lot of work. All right. We can't say, well, the laborers are few, so we'll just do whatever because we still need that harvest to, we still need the elect to be sealed. you know so whether it's a lot or it's a few laborers, we got to go hard. We got to, always remember that, look, this work is important. This is the most important thing you can do. you know I mean, think about it like this. If you were if you had, gotten hired, and you're working at this, like, let's say maybe a corporate office, and something occurs over there, and your boss is literally standing right there, you think that's going to be the appropriate time, to go back and forth with somebody? No, because that'll be considered what? Unprofessional. So you got to think about it in the same aspect, that the Most High being the boss, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai being the boss, they're constantly watching us. And since we're working in their business, not only are they looking at your productivity, but they're also looking at your conduct. All right? How you carry yourself in this truth. You know? And that's a very important thing. Your character in this truth. You see, people think that, sometimes you have some people that just think, well, I know this, or I know that, or this, that, and the third, and, because of that, you forget about certain aspects of this truth that are also required. Yeah, you may know so many things, you may know this, you may know that, you may understand this, that, and the third, but, you know, are you a good shepherd? Because a shepherd, right? Check this out. A shepherd and a hireling both know what they have to do, and they can both do it. But the difference between a shepherd and a hireling is the care, the conduct, the inner sincerity, the inner thought of the shepherd is going to separate him from the hireling. Yes, they both know what to do. Yes, they both doing the same job, but it's the way the job is getting done. It's the passion that is in, the job that's being done. You know, it's the thought process. The mindset, the willingness, to put your life in danger to protect the flock. All right, that comes from a sincere shepherd. But a hireling would just be like, no, 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 I don't know about all that. See, he can do it outwardly, but inwardly is, that's why the scriptures also talk about him that is a Jew inwardly. You know, So moving on, this is the book of Second Timothy. All right, chapter 4, um, verse 1. It says, I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord. And in the book of Ecclesiastes, it also mentions, be not rash, all right, with thy mouth, and don't be quick to utter things before the presence of the Most High. All right. Yeah, sometimes we get heated, sometimes we get flared, you know, but it's about how we handle ourselves. Because your conduct, all right, in this truth also plays an important role. You may not care, people around you may not care, but just because you may not care doesn't mean the Most High is not taking that into account as well. All right. It says, I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So what are we supposed to do? Preach the word. That's the most important. When you're in this truth, the main thing is to what? If you're a teacher, your main job is to preach the word. Okay? The importance of preaching, after that, then that's cool, but you have to, the work comes first. You got to do the work. You have to do the reason the Lord has equipped us with everything he's equipped us with is so we can do this task. So if we're not doing this task and we're not doing it to perfection, to the best of our ability, if you were a CEO or a boss, what do you think you would do? You're paying this person. They're on payroll. They're getting allotment. You know, they've been equipped. They've been trained, but they're not doing what they got to do. They're not producing the outcome that you want. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fire them. You know. So what do we have to do? And see, the thing about when you get fired, when the Lord fires you, man, it's not. Oh, I'm gonna just go back into the world. I'll just do whatever I want. No, when the Lord fires you, man, you're dead. Okay, because He just might literally fire your ass with nuclear missiles, and you don't wanna be a partaker in that. So take the word of the Lord seriously, man. Okay, and worry about the right things. Okay, not about the wrong things, not about the petty things, but about the right things because they hold more value. They're gonna affect you in the long run. They're gonna affect you more, all right, than your feelings. You know. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 1. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High," all right. And if you give your mind to the law of the Most High, what are you gonna do? You're gonna as it says here, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. That's gonna be your number one goal, your number one main thing. So if there's anything that's gonna get in the way of that, you're gonna find a way around it. You're gonna find a way to still get the work done, to still do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That if you give your mind, all right, to the law of the Most High, you're willing to serve Him, then you're constantly looking for ways in which you can do that. If there's a problem or an obstacle, okay, how do I still serve the Lord? Because that comes first. We got to remember always, man. We put the Lord first. We come after. You know, and just like Yahweh Shai put Himself after, so that He can go through what He went through, going on that cross and suffering that crucifixion. All right, we also got to be able to, as Paul said, bring ourselves, our members under subjection, and discipline ourselves and understand that right now, all right, our main duty, our number one thing, our number one goal is to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so that's pretty much the lesson. All right, the message of the lesson, man, is to take the word of the Lord seriously, man. Okay, because when the Lord starts killing and He starts dropping bodies, you're gonna, if you've not been doing what you have to do, what you're supposed to be doing, you haven't been doing it. Guess what? You're gonna be scared, but at that point, what can you really do? You're gonna wish you took the word of the Lord seriously, man. Okay. So with that, I hope you were edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.